Is that a card? No, could not find the card. Well, if anyone wants to pull it up, now it's time. But it's good that the bot lets us know that it doesn't know the card. May the card gacha gods bless this pack. Please do. Although, also, if I look a little bit disheveled and a little bit tired today, I apologize. I woke up at 5 in the morning to watch the Champions League match between Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. So, yeah, my team sadly lost, but it was an absolutely insane game. So I'm a little bit tired from that. Didn't get too much sleep, but plenty to open some packs and play some gacha. It's Emeritus of Ideation. Okay, I'm very sorry that the card bot sadly doesn't work on YouTube. So I'm gonna put it in for you. Yeah, sadly, yeah, I'm so sorry. It doesn't work on YouTube. It's like a Twitch chat. I might look into making it work on YouTube, but oh, thanks, Dream. Appreciated that one. And there is a like a special version of it drawn by the actual artist who did Ancestral Recall, and like there's only 500 of them, so it's like a serialized card that you can pull. I think it says so actually on the box. It says here. Oh, well, it's flipped. There you go. It says may include serialized card. Chance is pretty low, but hey, we can hope. But yeah, I might figure out how to do it on YouTube, but YouTube gets like so weird with API calls and stuff. So right now the command sadly only lives on Twitch. Apologies for that. All right, here is what I think the goal for today is gonna be. We're gonna see how far we're gonna get, but I think just go with the flow. The question is, do we lay out what we already pulled? I can maybe quickly go through it. What the first collect. So this is our best pull so far, which is was it Call for the it's something the forest. Something the forest. Awaken the forest. Awaken the forest. Something like that. Beautiful card. This is like a $200 card. I don't know. The prices might have fluctuated already, as they always do when like a new set comes out. But yeah. Oh yeah, Mark Poole, thank you very much for calling out the artist. So these are the 4 best pulls we had. These are the silver foil, special treatment Japanese cards we got. A Spell Pierce. We got a, I think this is Locust Spray. We have a Culling the Weak, and then Call Forth the Forest? Jeez. All right. Well, I'm going to put these 4 here just so we know what we already pulled. I'm going to put the nicest one up here. And then these are the other, just very quickly going through them, the other non-special treatment Japanese cards. These are the ones that I'm really after. Very nice Deflecting Palm here. And we have a Braid. This is, I think... is this... What was this one? Oh, it's a Stock Up. Yeah, it's Shieldred's Edict, very cool. And this is a very nice, I think, Preordain. So yeah, so we got some nice ones here. I'll lay them out. I'll lay the other Japanese cards out later too, but I think for now, these are the ones that were after the high hits, and we're gonna put them on later on. Manu Hear Me Out was External Punk says a One Piece crossover in Magic. One Piece Luffy code, dude. I swear it would be so sick. I think I talked about this last stream that I got to meet. I had the pleasure to meet Gavin, the lead designer from Magic before, and I asked him, and he was like, yeah, the anime IP stuff is very hard to get, but it would be absolutely fantastic to like obviously get some sort of crossover. And I feel like maybe something that has like not as strong of an IP, or like they don't have any like card games going on themselves like One Piece does, or like Full Metal Alchemist or something. I could see that happening potentially, but we'll see. Like if Final Fantasy gets one, why not like another cool anime? All right, let's start with the first collector booster. Let's go. Let's see. So I think the last pack we did make our money back. Actually, just in the second half, we pulled like I think like over $450 worth just with this card. This was already a lot. And so I think the entire box, we were like a little bit in the plus. So let's see if we can hopefully break even with this one again as well. All right, let's kick things off. Oh yeah, by the way, if anyone watching on YouTube wants a card displayed, just put it in the chat, and then yes, Dream or maybe I can just put it in and take care of it too. If Oda were to draw an MTG card, I'd reckon those cards, dude, this would be that would be insane. Oda drawing a Magic card would be so nice, but then he's so deep in the One Piece trading card game. I'm not sure if he would actually do it. I think Junji Ito, the guy who did Uzumaki, for example, he did a secret layer, like a guest art appearance. He illustrated a few cards that are absolutely fantastic. Sneering Shade Rider. We got a 5-mana 3/3 Vampire Warlock, flying. Pretty fun card. Yes, Junji Ito did one. And there's a new secret layer also, where like another manga author also did some art for it. There are more and more manga artists also like doing like guest appearances. We have Unsubtle Mockery. I'm not sure this is a common also, but I'm not sure if we've pulled this one before. Deals 4 damage to target creature and surveil 1. 3 mana. He said it was physically impossible to capture an exact likeness. I think the flavor text is always pretty nice. We got a Petra Fractal, which is a 1/0 creature, so it has like 0 health. So theoretically, it would die when it enters, but this creature enters with X +1/+1 counters on it, and when it enters, you gain 2 life. So if you cast it for 2 mana, it just dies. But if you do cast it with like 3 mana plus, it doesn't die because it gets the counters. Yeah, sorry, I can probably work on the bot to like maybe include like an art tag or something, or art like version thing. So far, I think it just basically pulls the like just a random version of the card, I think. I'm actually not sure how it decides what card to pull from Scryfall, but I can update the bot. Hey B, how's it going? Thank you for joining in. Happy to see you. So Petra Fractal. We have Imperious Inkmage, an Orzhov card from Silver Quill. It's an Orc Warlock, 3 mana, 3/3 Vigilance. When it enters, surveil 2. Flavor text: it's not ego if you're flawless, darling. Art is also very cool. Let me see. Yes, there we go. Boom. Then we're going into the uncommons. We have a Thorn Fist Striker. I think I commented before that I think this is a fantastic name for a Magic card. It has Ward 1, an Elf Druid, and it has Infusion. So creatures you get gets +1/+0 and have Trample as long as you gain life this turn. Then, ooh, a land. Honestly, even the uncommon lands, I think like just especially for Commander, drawing non-basic lands, there's like so much utility you can get from these. So this is a land that taps for colorless, but you can pay 3 and target creature becomes prepared. So for example, the Emeritus earlier, you can cast it, cast Ancestral Recall, draw 3 cards, then, you know, pay 3 mana, make it prepared again, cast Ancestral Recall again. Pretty good. Heavy says, just finishing making sausage rolls for my mom to take to work tomorrow. That is so sweet of you. Well, you're making like basically a little bento box for your mom. I love that. Oh, speaking of, so we can prepare this card, for example, a Pigment Wrangler, another Orc Sorcerer. This creature enters prepared, and if it enters prepared, you can cast Striking Palette. When you cast the next instant or sorcery spell, you may copy that spell. Pretty good, but it's expensive. It costs 5 mana. Then, we have our boy. I'm going to put the commons and uncommons right here. Then we have our first secret archive one. We have Repel Calamity, our little mouse guy here. It's not Ember. It's from Bloombarrow. What's his name? I remember last time. What's the guy's name? Not Ember. It's someone will probably know. Destroy target creature with power toughness 4 or greater. He's so cool. I love the little mouse. Then, we have a Foil Zombify. 4 mana, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And it says, calling the dead isn't difficult. Commanding them once they answer, however, is a different story. Professor Vess, which is Liliana Vess, one of the most iconic Magic characters who's teaching as a professor at the school. The sausage rolls are for her whole department. The boss had a sick child, so didn't make them, and I got roped into doing them instead. Very sweet of you that you're actually doing that. I think that's like such a... Maple, thank you so much. It's Mabel. Yes. I appreciate that, pause. Yeah, he's so cute. Bloomborough was such a great set. I think maybe at some point, like if I can get my hands on some Bloomborough packs, that'd be super fun opening too. It is very nice. That is very emu coded. I mean, Liliana would be a very good One Piece character. In general, like a lot of, I mean, One Piece in Magic would be a dream because it fits so well, but there's a lot of Magic characters that would also like flawlessly fit into One Piece as well. All right, then we got our nice mountain here. I love this with our boy Quintorius Kant. That video is crushing it. It's almost at 10K views, which I am very, very happy. I was like a little bit worried that he was like too niche of a character, but people love him. I'm super happy. Speaking of, by the way, we already got a look at this week's video, which is going to be Elish Norn. Very excited for that one too. All right, let's get into the rares here. First rare is a Planar Engineering. Sorcery. It's basically sacrifice 2 lands, search your library for 4 basic lands, put them on the battlefield. So it's ramp, and also if you want like any effect that, like any landfall effect that wants lands to enter the battlefield, this is a really good card to trigger that a bunch. And they're not, oh, they do come in tapped, okay. But still pretty good card. Then, have we had this card? I don't think I've seen it before. It's from the Commander part of the set. It's a Riptrus Roaster. Riptrus Roaster. That's an English word I'm not familiar with. Riptrus Roaster, a Troll Druid. It has Devour 1, so you need to sacrifice a creature when you cast it. 5 mana, 3/3. At the beginning of your end step, create a number of 1/1 black and green pest creature tokens equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on this creature. They have when this token dies, you gain 1 life. So this goes really easily into any green counter deck. And then you just put a bunch of counters on this, hopefully like the turn that this enters, and then you make a bunch of tokens. Pretty cool, actually. Next up, yes, we have a card with a spell attached to it. We haven't drawn a lot of these yet, actually. It's a bird pilot, little owl guy. Sky Coach Conductor. It has Flash, Flying Vigilance, and enters prepared for 3 mana, which is already pretty good. And you can cast all aboard. A 1 mana blue instant, exile target non-pilot creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. So that's basically a blink spell. Pretty cool. I don't think we've pulled this one either. The land ramp card can be turn 4 kill with the landfall Tifa. Yeah, that makes sense because Tifa. What's Tifa's exact? No, this is the only thing, right? With the card bot, I don't know what Tifa. I don't think just going Tifa works because I think that we need the whole title of the card. I assume this, yeah. If you can look up Tifa from Final Fantasy, because she like her effect is crazy. Whenever landfall enters, like I think she doubles her power. So this goes like super like this triggers 4 times, so it goes exponential, which is absolutely ridiculous. Then let's see what we have next. We have Ad Nauseam. I think we already. No, I think it needs to be. Let me see. MTG Tifa. Oh, it's just Tifa Lockhart. Okay, it's her full name. Boom. Let me copy that in for you. Card, Tifa Lockhart. There we go. So yeah, she has Trample 1/2. She can be your commander. Whenever a land you control enters, double her power until end of turn. So I guess if you play a land that turn, so it triggers once, so it goes to 2. Then you have 4 lands enter, so it goes to 4, 8, 16, 32. That's already like, yeah, and you need 21 commander damage, so that's actually pretty crazy. Yeah. You can absolutely like kill someone with Tifa here. So yeah, very nice Ad Nauseam. Mythic, which you can see that the symbol is orange, not gold. Then, ooh, yes, a land, and a rare land at that. The Great Hall of the Biblioplex. Tap for 1 colorless. You can tap it, pay a life, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast an instance or sorcery spell, which is really good. So it's like fantastic mana fixing if you have a lot of instance or sorcery spells. And you can pay 5. If this land isn't a creature, it becomes a 2/4 wizard creature with whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, this creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Pretty nice. And then we have one more, I think. Nope. That is just the token. But the Biblioplex is a really good card. This can probably fit into like a bunch of decks, especially if you run like a lot of colors. I think that's like super, super good. All right, I don't even know. Should we just lay them out like this? I think that worked pretty well last time. So that's like somewhat readable. Boom. Zombify and nice and foil. All right. Was an okay first pack. Nothing super crazy, but pretty nice stuff in there. Some stuff we haven't seen yet. Let's move on to pack numero dos. All right, let's bless this pack here. A Force of Will, even just a regular Force of Will would be really nice. Oh yeah, Ad Nauseam is just like a great card. I was surprised to find out that it's not as expensive as I thought it might be, but I'm still never complaining about having some of these. That's also one of the reasons why I really was so excited and wanted to buy some packs for Strixhaven. First of all, I love the plane. I love the artwork. The cards are really broken, but also just like the Secret Archive has such good cards that you can just put into so many decks. Like, it's just nice having all of these, and I think at some point I'm gonna start sorting these and actually like put it. Like, I actually already put one card. It's like a rare card. Maybe we'll pull it again for blue, or like it's 2 blue and then like an X. You can pay X and proliferate. I put it already in my Tamio deck because it's so good and fits so well. I need to hear you say a full sentence in Spanish, like just any sentence. Did I tell you this, Dream, that I had a WhatsApp group with my Spanish course back in uni, and it was like the group, the name of our group chat for our Spanish class was called Yo desayuno 5 cervezas, which means I have 5 beers for breakfast. It really was a home run of a set. I do agree. I'm like not very excited for Marvel, but maybe it's gonna be a good set anyways. I just don't have super high hopes. All right, let's get into this. Cost of Brilliance, 3 mana, sorcery black, target player draws 2 cards, loses 2 life, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Honestly, for a common in limited, this is pretty good. For 3 mana, it does a lot. We have Seize the Spoils. I already talked about how the art on this one is fantastic. Also 3 mana sorcery as an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, draw 2, create a treasure token. So it kind of costs only 2 because it pays for 1 of its mana. Ooh, I don't think I've seen this one before either. It's an Inkling mascot. It's an Inkling cat with really cool art. So it's basically a tattoo, I guess. Kind of nice. Inkling cat, which has Repartee. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, this creature gains flying until end of turn. Surveil 1, the text says, at the ready when words fail. Very nice. Boom, we have Paradise Gardens. Again, the land art. Dude, the landscape art on these is also always so beautiful. Oh, love it. I think this is always the campus, right? So this would be, Paradox Gardens would be part of the Quandrix campus. Enters tapped, blue or green, surveil 1. Pretty good. We got Silver Quill Charm. These are also just extremely playable, of course. Choose 1, just a modal spell. So you can put counters on a creature, you can exile a creature with power 2 or less, or each opponent loses 3 life, you gain 2 life. This feels like a card that would be maybe actually, funnily enough, stronger in a more constructed format like Standard, potentially. I could see this being a lot more powerful with 20 life and faster pacing than in Commander, but still, it's like it gives you variability and it's 2 mana, so. Then we have Root Manipulation, 5 mana. In Grixis. It says, until end of turn, creatures you control get +2/+2 menace, and whenever this creature attacks, you gain a life. So this is actually, like, not a bad... It's not, like, the most broken finisher in Commander, but if you have a pretty big board, like, pumping everything and making it hard to block and gaining life, if you're, like, attacking with, like, 20 tokens, this is pretty good. Then, we have Poisoner's Apprentice, an Orc Warlock. It has infusion. When you gain life and it enters, a target creature an opponent controls gets -4/-4 until end of turn. Pretty good. Then, ooh, I don't think we've pulled this one yet. We finally got our first Japanese art here. Kaki Age. I'm not sure what this one is. 1, target a creature until end of turn, double its power. and it has flashback 6. The art is fantastic. I'm not sure what this is in English, to be fair. But for 2 mana, the art is just fantastic. This looks so nice. Then, Sleight of Hand in foil. 1 mana blue. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the other on the bottom of your library. Pretty good. Oh, buff up. Thank you very much. Pretty nice. Then we got a beautiful plains here with our Owl Boy. These lands are so nice. We can try. Card, buff up. Let's see. Let's roll it. Could not find the card buff up. Is it maybe buff up written together? No. Must be something else then, or maybe I spelled it wrong. Let's go into the rares. Let's see what we got. Ooh, nice. All right, we got, I think this is the first time that we actually have this one. Grave Researcher, 3 mana for a Troll Warlock. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. Then if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, this creature becomes prepared. And then you can cast, oh, there we go. Oh, Bulk Up. Yes, that's the one. Nice. Thank you, Dream. Appreciate it. So Reanimate, obviously one of the most iconic cards of Magic, where you can just have any big creature in the graveyard to then cast Reanimate to get it back onto the battlefield. I think they kind of balance this card pretty well. I think this makes it very playable in Commander. I don't think it's quite good enough for like any other constructed format, because you have to wait till your next, like it needs to stick around and it needs to be there on your next turn for you to cast this, which makes it a lot harder, because usually someone would try to destroy this creature or get rid of it before you get to cast this. Still very cool though that it's just Reanimate on a creature. Then we have here Leitmotif Composer, a human bard from the commander. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value 5 or greater, create a token that's a copy of this creature. That's so cool. What? Does this card just go exponential? And then you can also, as if that wasn't enough, you can just pay 3, and creatures named Leitmotif Composer can't be blocked this turn. That's actually pretty crazy. Dream says, Google is being my friend right now. I'm just Googling these cards because I know nothing about Magic. Well, you're learning through Google, which is how I think most people who are getting into Magic are learning about it. This card, low-key, very broken. Because if you have all, like, this goes exponential, right? If you have this, you cast a 5-mana spell, you have 2. If you cast your next one, you have 4. And each of them also keep drawing you cards, and you can make them unblockable. That's actually kind of ridiculous, honestly. Very, very crazy. Thank you. Then, ooh, yes! I was hoping for one of these. We finally get one of the Archaics. Wild Growth Archaic. It's an avatar. You can cast it for 2 green, or alternatively, instead of green, you can pay 2 colorless. Trample Reach. Converge. It enters with a +1/+1 counter on it for each color of mana spent to cast it, which explains why you can also cast it for 4 if you want to, because you can cast it for 4 different mana and have it come in with basically 4 counters. Whenever you cast a creature spell, that this creature enters with X additional +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast it. So it kind of gives Converge to other creatures. And I love this little special treatment. It's I think they call it Field Research Notes or something. Very, very cool. Love these. I think the Archaics, like these avatar creatures, they're really cool. I think we talked about it in the Quintorius Kant video that we put up on Monocrypt specifically. Like, they seem to be these creatures that used to fight the Eldrazi back in the day with the Fomori and the Coin Empire, and it's kind of unclear, and they seem like they will be the next big thing in Magic. So very cool. I'm very excited about these things. It's reminiscent of Skewed Swarm, but way more balanced. Yeah, I mean, Skewed Swarm is a crazy good card too. Well, Skewed Swarm, obviously, like, easier to trigger because of landfall, but I'm not sure if it's more balanced if you can give them unblockable and draw off of them, but also harder to trigger because you need to spend 5 mana, obviously. Banned? I don't think it's strong enough to be banned, because I think, like, you still need to Basically, you need to spend at least 8 mana to like trigger this once. But it's like one of those cards that go into the category of if you don't address it early on, it becomes a problem. All right, so very nice with the Archaic. Then, ooh, all right, we have Brain Freeze, another Commander staple finisher. This card says 2 blue mana, target player mills 3 cards, and it has Storm. Now, Storm, it's actually explained here, says when you cast a spell, copy it. For each spell cast before this turn, you may choose new targets for the copies. So the idea is obviously that you try to cast a lot of spells. So you like cast spells that are very cheap or that are mana neutral, like 0 mana, or you make mana doing it, and you draw cards and you cast more spells. And then once you've cast like 10 or 20 spells, or even more in some decks that go like really crazy, you cast this and then it copies it like 30 times, and then you just mill your opponent. Because you just say, mill 3 cards, mill 3 cards, mill 3 cards, and then they don't have cards in the library anymore. It's a very, very powerful card. The flavor text says, it was so embarrassing. Dean Viren called on me and I just froze. Oh, my mind went black is what it says. And it's overheard in the archive stacks. Pretty cute. I think like very nice art. Love this one. Storm famously so broken. Yeah, I mean, the Storm the Storm scale. Yeah, I mean, Storm is also like a very annoying type of deck to play against because you're basically just watching your opponent do solitaire. They're just doing like their thing for like 20 minutes, and you can't even give up because they might brick and you might still win the game or still get a chance. So you never know, and you're just sitting there and watch your like the player in front of you just do things. Very annoying to play against. Then we already pulled this guy before. Moscow Vane's New Dean. So he's one of the Deans. He's a bird skeleton warlock. He makes pest tokens, and yeah, I mean, pretty decent card, but not super crazy. I think we've drawn this is like the third or fourth version of this guy that we've done before. And then we got a nice contract token. I actually don't know what card makes this. It says enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn if it's attacking one of your opponents. Otherwise, its controller loses 2 life. Interesting. And then there's a nice Pegasus on the back. So first 2 packs, I think, okay. We didn't pull anything super crazy here. I think there are like a lot of very playable cards for sure. This is very nice art, but I don't think it's like super valuable. Zombify was nice. Brain Freeze definitely playable ad nauseum, but nothing like super crazy yet. So I think there's a room for improvement with pack number 3. So let's see what we get here. Boom. All right, starting off with a land, a Terramorphic Expanse, which is basically Evolving Wilds. You can sack this land, search your library for a basic, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. There's a lot of these cards at this point where you can just like, I mean, which is, I guess, nice for Commander that you can just color fix very easily, but it's basically Evolving Wilds. Though, again, this is a common card, and the art is just absolutely insane. Oh, where is it? There. Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let me adjust the mic a little bit too. Ooh, we have a common card. We have Goblin Glassrite, a 2/2. Enters prepared. You can cast Craft with Pride. Create a treasure token. Actually not terrible, but I don't think you would put it into like any actual deck. We have another card here. Enters prepared. Elite Interceptor, Human Wizard, and you can cast Rejoinder. You may tap or untap target creature, draw a card for 2. Not too bad. Again, not sure if you would actually like put that in a deck necessarily. I do have a Philia deck, like a blink deck that's white that wants to blink creatures, so this would become prepared over and over again. But you still have to pay 2 mana to draw a card, and there's just other creatures that just directly draw cards when they enter for cheaper, so I think it's not super playable. We got Barg Barrage. Instant creature you control, target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. If you've cast another instant or sorcery spell this turn, then it deals damage equal to its power to up to one target creature an opponent controls. It's quite nice. This is basically removal. Then we got the uncommons here. We got Borrowed Knowledge. You can choose one. Either you discard your hand, then draw cards equal to the number of cards in target opponent's hand, or discard your hand and draw cards equal to the number of cards discarded this way. So it's kind of like cycling a little bit through your... Cycling a little bit like cards if you're not happy with your hand, which is nice, and putting stuff into your graveyard. It also has my boy, Johnny Goldmane, in the artwork, our lion boy. Pretty cool. And I think he's just throwing away stuff and looking for better spells and better lore. Then we have Stand Up For Yourself, which is a great card name. Destroy target creature with power 3 or greater, and it says, and I won't be writing any more essays for you either. So I think this is apparently a student rebelling against one of their teachers is what happens. Then we have a Aberrant Mana Worm. I don't think we've seen this one before. It's a worm, 4 mana. Trample, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this creature gets +X+0 until end of turn, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. It's a 2/5, and it says, what is the equation for terror? Lost research note, Paradox Gardens. And it's this crazy worm creature that's going rampaging. Kind of cool. Very nice. Actually, not terrible. Though I guess it does scale with the size of the spell. So I'm not sure how playable this would be, but still cool. Ooh, is this Swords to Plowshare? Oh no, it's a spree card. Very cool. Oh, look, dude. The art is already so nice. Like the Onis with the axes. So because this has spree, this must be from Thunder Junction. I don't know what this is. It says Boshu no Kyoko. So I'm not sure, like it's like, what would this be in English? But it's spree, so it has spree. So you basically pay additional modes. Requisition rate, thank you, that is what it is. So for 1 mana additionally, you can target an artifact, destroy it, or you can target an enchantment and destroy it, or you can pay both, or target a player and put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that player controls. So you can either do, like, you can either pay 2 or 3 or 4 for all 3 effects, basically. Pretty nice, and the art is fantastic. Ooh, then we have Hammer, how's it going? No real crazy hits so far, I think. We had, like, the Wild Growth Archaic, which was nice. And I think the Leitmotif Composer was cool, but nothing super crazy. These are the 2 Japanese-style cards we've hit so far. These are the special treatment ones from last time. We have Disdainful Stroke. I think we pulled this before. 2 mana, counter target spell with mana value 4 or greater. Pretty nice. In foil. Then we move on to a Swamp. Beautiful. I actually don't know. I don't know who this is, who is in the Swamp art. This guy, I don't know who that might be. If you have ideas, let me know. All right, let's move on to the rares. Boom. Planeswalker, let's go. Oh, I didn't even know that this guy was in the set. Not Shrek for sure, yes. Probably not. Though, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if there was going to be a Shrek, like, set or something. That would kind of feel like it might happen at this point. We have Professor Delian Fell. Legendary Planeswalker, costs 4 mana for black and green. You can +2, he comes in with 5 loyalty. You can +2, you gain 3 life. You can 0, draw a card, lose a life. -3, destroy target creature. And then -6, you get an emblem with whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life, which is actually a crazy thing. That's actually a really good ability. So you cast it, you plus it, you gain 3 life, and then the next turn, if it stays alive, you can actually get this emblem, which is, if you have a life gain deck, is actually just like a crazy emblem to get. Because emblems you can't get rid of. It's like a a game item you can actually interact with at the moment, at least. I'm sure there's going to be a set where they're going to start doing that. But that's really cool. I didn't know that the guy was in here. Very nice. This might be a fun one to actually... I mean, he can't be your commander, but to like put into like some cool life gain deck. Very nice. I'm here to bring luck. Isn't it Moseo in the picture, the guy on the pile? Oh, this guy... Is it Moseo? That might... Oh, it might be him. Yeah, you're right. It could be. It probably is. We have Defiling Demagoth. Defiling Demagoth. So we're going full Stranger Things here. It's a creature. It's a demon. 5 mana, 5/4 with menace. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you gain 1 life. Which, I mean, I guess is not bad if you have a lot of small creatures. And at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses X life, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn. It's actually pretty good. Makes sense that this would be a commander card. Basically, let's say you have like a lot of really small creatures like Inklings, or you have like, I don't know, like 20 little, I don't know, like rat tokens or something. So each of them would basically gain you a life. So you have like 21 ones, and then you like, is it each opponent? Each opponent would lose 20 life. So actually pretty good. Also, yeah, this is actually really crazy. So you can probably, like, actually, if you proliferate this one somehow, which in green there are enough cards to proliferate, yeah, you can, like, ultimate it right away, which is pretty crazy. That's a good card, too. Ooh, yes. This is a good hit, I think. Not foil, but a good hit either way. Petrified Hamlet. I think this is one of the more sought-after, also competitive cards from this set. When this land enters, choose a land name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen land can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. And then lands with the chosen name have tap for colorless, and this taps for colorless. So there are some very, very powerful lands, obviously, in Magic the Gathering. Just thinking Urza Saga, for example, which makes constructs and like really big creatures, and like a bunch of other really powerful lands. Maze of Ith, which kind of like is a fog and like removes creature from battle. So this is a really cool card, and I think the fact that it doesn't come in tapped, it doesn't, it shuts off Wasteland, which is crazy for like Legacy, obviously, like land destruction stuff. Very good point. So really, really good card, and I'm definitely gonna put this into like some deck. Actually, I might do this on stream sometime. I've been really, really wanting to build a colorless deck. I have like so many cards lying around that are cool colorless cards, and so many lands that tap for colorless mana. So this could be a nice land just for that. It does. I actually don't know if it shuts off Thespian Stage, because isn't that an ETB? Is that an activated ability? I thought doesn't Thespian Stage copy when it enters? I thought it might be an ETB ability, but I might be wrong. Ooh, yes, we have a foil Return to the Ranks, which is a card that I personally really love as a white player who likes a lot of creature stuff. It has Convoke, so your creatures can help cast it. You can tap a creature to basically pay for X mana. And it says return X target creature cards with mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Really good card. And in foil is very nice. It would, but they can activate it in response if it's untapped. Okay. Actually, well, let's test it. Hammer, by the way, in case you didn't know, I made it's only, right now, I only coded it for Twitch, but I made a little, I hand-coded a little bot for us where it pulls up cards. So Thespian Stage, oh, it is an activated ability. You're right, all right. I don't know why for some reason I thought that it would be just an ETB. But yeah, Thespian Stage says 2 mana, tap it, and it becomes a copy. So you can turn off Thespian Stage and not make a Merit Lage, which is really good. Let's see what the last card here is. Boom! Ooh, nice! It's the first guess. Ooh, I don't know this card, but it looks like it might be expensive. So this is, I think, what are they called? No, not guests. Special guests, is that it? Yeah, special guests. Dual Caster Mage. Flash, when this creature enters copy target instant or sorcery spell, you may choose new targets for the copy. The art is fantastic. So these are usually cards from the list, I think, though they don't have to be. I have no idea. I've never heard of this card before, so it might be worth something. Either way, the art is very nice. It's great. All right, we love to hear that. Wait, I'm gonna. What does that? What does that go for? Dual caster mage. Let me check on Hallelujah. In foil, well, it's like $6 but a good card. I feel like very playable. So nothing, not super crazy, but it's worth something. So that's nice. It's an easy infinite to win the game with copy spells like Twin Flame. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so you just copy this and then you copy, yeah, and just go infinite. That makes sense. Nice. Very cool pull. I actually don't know what the special guests are for these, for this special guests Strixhaven. By the way, I should really, if I add a source now, can I just window capture, add a new one, browser page, let me see. Still need to figure out how to share that with you guys. I don't know, on Mac, yeah, it doesn't let me do it. It's so weird, like the Mac doesn't like full screen. It doesn't like full screen. Yes, I want to remove this. It doesn't allow me to like share full screen thingies, which is kind of weird. But let me quickly pull it up. So for the special guests, there is Archaeomancer, Archmage Emeritus, Murmuring Mystic, Dual Caster Mage. Oh, there's Library of Alexandria in this. That's probably like a crazy... And Sylvan Library also. That must be like a crazy pull. What is Library of Alexandria? Doesn't that like go for a lot of money? Library of Alexandria? Isn't that like a super crazy card? Yeah, that one goes for 300. Like the old original one goes for like over $1,000. Damn. If you have the ability to do this at this point in time, I would say a PC might work better for streams. I think you can do probably pretty much everything with the mag. It's just like sometimes there are like some weird issues with it, but I'm gonna figure it all out. So yeah, this card absolutely crazy. If we get to pull this one, that would be huge. Oh, library's only on Arena? No, really? It's an Arena only pull? That's so dumb. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, that makes that way less exciting. Why? Why would they do that? Did they not want to print it like just not print it in paper anymore? I don't understand that. All right, wait. Before we open this, quickly gonna turn off the air conditioning. Apologies. It's either too warm or too cold. Nothing in between. So the first 3 packs, I will say, have been okay, but I think we're very much far away from like having made back any of the money of the box. So we do need some bigger hits, hopefully here. So let's go into this pack. Pack number 4. Hammer, I need you to please be the lucky charm here. It's on the reserve list if memory serves. Yeah, I think it is. It is on the reserve list. Yeah, so. Makes sense. But sometimes they do print it as guests, no reserve list stuff. Isn't that a thing they do? We got Giraffe Boy again, Hungry Griffalon. We got Wilt in the Heat. This is actually, so I played the pre-release and this card really crushed it in the pre-release. I had this 3 times in my deck. It costs 2 less to cast if a creature left or like a card left your graveyard, and then it deals 5 damage to target creature. I cast this so much, I made like some of my play group very angry casting this over and over. Because I had cards to like bring spells back from the graveyard, which activates itself also, so that's pretty funny. Banishing Betrayal. Instant, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, Surveil 1. Then we have a Potioner's Trove, mana fixing. And let's move into the uncommons. Silver scroll foiling coming. Are you feeling it? All right, let's see. We have Molten Note, X and a red and a white. Molten Note deals damage to target creature equal to the amount of mana spent to cast a spell. Untap all creatures you control, and it has flashback 8, which is quite expensive, but very cool. That was a small loophole they used ages ago to print cards like Mox Diamond and Foil, but they haven't printed to... okay, really? Okay, so they haven't printed... Oh, was that a loophole thing? Got you. We have a legendary creature, so this can be your commander. Orisa, Tight Choreographer. This spell costs 3 less to cast. If creatures you control have total toughness 10 or greater, when she enters, draw 2 cards. So probably you want to put this in like a creature-heavy blue deck or just a merfolk deck. Pretty nice. We have Prismari Charm. I think we also talked about the beautiful art on this one. Has, again, 3 modes. Surveil 2, then draw a card. Deal 1 damage to each, like to 1 or 2 targets, and return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Really versatile cards. The charms are really good. You can probably put them, if you're not playing maybe at like super competitive level, you can probably put this into like any commander deck pretty comfortably. All right, next up, we have another Disdainful Stroke, but this time not foil. And then we have a Foil Duty Beyond Death. As additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Let's move into the rares and see if we get something good this time. We have a nice swamp again, and we're starting off with a new card we haven't pulled yet. A Resonating Lute. There you go. Focusing. No? Yeah, there we go. Very cool art. It costs 4 mana. It's an artifact that says lands you control have tap, add 2 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to cast instant or sorcery spell. So you can still tap your lands regularly, but if you want to cast instant or sorcery, like this is actually like a crazy card. This is actually crazy RAM for any, crazy pull for like any like sorcery and instant sorcery. Also, all the wizards like decks are often in, obviously, Izzet, like blue and red, so pretty cool. And it also taps itself for draw a card, activate only if you have 7 or more cards in your hand, which in blue isn't like impossible to achieve. So that's a nice pull. Also, hello Loco Favi, nice seeing you join on YouTube. Then we have, ooh, nice. So one of the main characters of this set, I don't even know, is there a precon for Rutha? I don't know, but a mythic from the commander set. She's one of the students, funnily enough, from the blue and red part of the university. Again, the artwork here is just stunning. She's an orc sorcerer that says, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, create an XX blue and red elemental creature token with flying haste, where X is the greatest mana value amongst instant or sorcery spells you cast this turn. Pretty nice. So I would say that, honestly, these 2 cards, they kind of go into a deck together pretty easily. Nice pull, and this could be actually a fun commander to build around, potentially. Then we have a land. Very nice. We have Dreamroot Cascade with fantastic art. This land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. So one of the classic commander lands. Looks absolutely beautiful, though. In blue and in green, we love ourselves some good lands. Then, ooh, I don't think we've pulled this one before. Japanese art, not the special treatment, but still very beautiful. I am not 5 mana. I'm not 100% sure what this card is in English. Draw a creature card for every... draw a card for every... あなたコントロールしてる creature... Oh yeah, draw a card for each creature you control. And then you gain 4 life for each creature that has power 4 or greater, I think. I'm not 100% sure what this card is, but like the artwork, dude, the Japanese cards, these are what we're here for. And this looks fantastic. Like the spirit, like the shaman with the spirit animals, the bear. Dude, this looks fantastic. Shamanic Revelation. Dream, could you put this, please? Could you pull up the cards? That would be fantastic. Oh, and then I see, Japanese special treatment card. Boom! Yes, Deflecting Palm. We have our first silver, was it Silver Quill? I don't remember. Shamanic Revelation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, this is beautiful. We got it, ladies and gents. Where did I put it here? Look at this beautiful art. I know that even the regular deflecting palm is already like pretty sought after. Like the art is so nice. And then it has this one has the special foil treatment. Absolutely, that is a fantastic pull. Got like the nice token here. But this one is beautiful. Look at this. Woo! All right, I think this might probably be like the best pull we've done so far. Is it a rare? Yes, it is a rare. Silver scroll foil, thank you, that's it. I don't know, I think probably because there is silver quill. I'm gonna foil, by the way, whenever we pull one of these, I'm just gonna sleeve them right away. Because these are what we're really after, obviously. We haven't really drawn any of the Emerituses yet, except the green one. The channel one, we've pulled that twice now, I think. But yeah, the silver scroll foil, so nice. Very beautiful. I'm going to have to put this down here just so we don't get confused, because I want to scan the cards later. But we're going to put them here to our nice pulls. This one's still so beautiful. But this one's really good. And it's a rare as well. Oh, this one was a mythic also. Damn. But yeah, these are so nice. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Moving on. First, dude, having Hammer on board, it's really nice. You are channeling good luck. It's a good card, but heavily printed and not played in competitively. Honestly, Deflecting Palm, I run it in like a couple of commander decks. It's a pretty good card. I think it's very underused. Yeah, I think it's not going to be like super crazy, but I think it's still going to be worth like $10 or something at the very least. I'm using an app called Mana Box, I think, to like I've like documented most of my collection in that app. I opened a box of Collector and they didn't get a single Emeritus. No, they're not the easiest to pull. Yeah, I really like. I mean, honestly, at least the one I would really like, is it an Emeritus? I don't think it even is an Emeritus. I really want the white card that has Swords to Plowshares attached to it for my white Blink deck. That seems very broken. And then, obviously, like, the Emeritus of Innovation would be great with Ancestral Recall, at least one. And then... Oh, thank you. Thank you for putting it up earlier. Also, Dream. Appreciate it. Shamanic Revelation. Katakana reading is bad. Yeah, you gotta do the basics. Hiragana, katakana. Gotta work on those. But also, this is like... The furigana here are printed so small. So small. All right. Strife Scholar. Very nice. I'm going to move through these a little bit quicker. Though, again, the artwork's so nice. Wander off, and it's just this... Inside this giant skeleton with, like, I don't know if there's mushrooms. Like, little flowers. Very cool art. Exile target creature. Oh, and it's a quote from Professor Dellen Fell, who we did, in fact, pull. Yeah, katakana is, like, kind of... It's sadly so necessary, but even like after 8 years of studying Japanese, I sometimes like there's like some like new. If you ask me to write it, I'm like, oh, well, which one is it again? And I can't write kanji, but yeah, it's just like sticking with it, studying Japanese. I think that's the trick. In case anyone's watching who doesn't know, I do live in Tokyo, so I do speak Japanese. I use Mana Box for my singles and an app called Collector for my sealed product. Oh, okay, so you have sealed product. Yeah, I personally. They have a creative feature on Collector for people like Steve Aoki to flex the 8-figure collection. Jesus Christ. Does Post Malone have his One Ring on there as well? Mythic Tools, nice. I mean, I've been really happy with Mana Box. I don't really have any sealed products. I don't think I have the patience to actually sit and just collect a sealed product. So yeah. We have our Owling Historian. We have the Quidditch referee again, Mage Tower referee. Then we're moving into our uncommons here. Homesickness. Nice. Target player draws 2 cards, tap up to 2 target creatures, put a stun counter on each of them for 6 mana. Quite expensive, I will say personally. Oh, but it's like, look at him. He's the student and he has like the picture of his family. Or maybe it's like a FaceTime crystal. I'm not sure. Oh, and he's crying. No, poor guy. Oh, he got a parcel from home as well and a letter. And, oh my god, dude, the flavor text. Let me see there. We know you're working hard. Dress warm and get enough sleep. Dad says hi, love, mom. Oh, that is actually like, that card's gonna make me tear up. That's actually really cute. All right. Then we have Abigail, one of the students, the owl student. I didn't know that it was a her, but good to know. Abigail, poet, laureate, 3 mana. Flying, whenever you cast a creature spell, this creature becomes prepared, and you can cast Heroic Stanza for 2, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Artwork is fantastic, I think. Is this the artwork? No, it's not. It's not the same one, is it? As from the... No, but same guy. Or same girl, should I say. It's Abigail. Very nice. Then we have Mind Roots. Target player discards 2 cards. Put up to 1 land card, discard it this way onto the battlefield tapped under your control. Pretty nice. So you're kind of... Which is nice, because usually when you make people discard cards, they're like, oh, I'm just going to discard a land because I don't need it. But then you actually get to ramp from it, which is cool. I'm not sure for Commander. If it would be like each opponent, that'd be cool. But still, not bad. All right. Ooh, come on. Monstrous Rage. This card got banned in Standard because it was too powerful there. It says target creature, it's an instant for 1 mana. Target creature gets +2/+0 until turn of turn, and create a monster roll token attached to it, which makes it even bigger. And then you usually put this on a prowess creature, and it gets really, really big, and you one-shot your opponent. Artwork, very cool on this one as well. Kind of cool. So it's the human turning into a wolf human, I guess. The art's crazy. And then we got a foil. Aw, we got bunnies. We have Hop to it. 3 mana. Create 3 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens. And the artwork is, dare I say, adorable. I don't think this is worth anything, but it's very cute. And yeah, I think it's hilarious that they actually printed Monstrous Rage. I mean, I assume that they, like, from experience, they already planned, like, this year, they're probably, like, planning and building sets for, like, 3 years from now or 4 years from now. So it probably wasn't banned when they came up with this, but it's still kind of funny. All right, then we have another mountain with Quintorius Kant, and we're moving into the end game here. We're going to the rares, starting with Practiced Offense, a decent card. You put a +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls. Target creature gains your choice of double strike or lifelink until end of turn, and then you can flashback it for 2. So basically, this reads like if you can cast it for 5 mana, like twice basically in a row, and you can put like +2/+2 on all your creatures, and then give double strike lifelink to your biggest one. Pretty good. I think if this set, like, creatures gain your choice of double strike or life, but then it would maybe be too strong. But still a good card, I think. Ooh, yes. We have a land. Did they print that many different lands in the Commander part? That's kind of crazy. It says Coastal Peak. It's an island and a mountain, so you can fetch it, actually. This land enters tapped, and you can cycle it for 2. And again, the land art always absolutely, like, these landscape arts are just so, so beautiful. It's a giant owl. Very cool. All right. Then we have this guy again, who's not super crazy, the Slumbering Trudge. Again, it costs, you can cast it for basically 1 mana, but it enters with stunt counters on it. So the more mana you spend, the quicker you can basically use it. Then, ooh, yes, this is a very nice pull. A very popular card, Preordain, with beautiful art and in foil. It's a very useful card. Scry 2 and draw cards, very much used in Modern, even in Legacy, I think. I'm not sure if it's standard legal. I would just assume so. They keep printing it so much. Not sure if this is like super valuable, but definitely a good card that's used a lot, and it's a beautiful printing. And then we have... Ooh, I don't think we've pulled this one. A Bear Druid, Vastland Scavengers. Is this the last card? Yes. It has Death Touch. This creature enters prepared, and you get to cast Bind to Life, mill 7 cards, and put a creature card from among them on the battlefield. Which is pretty good, though it does feel like this is a lot of mana. So even if you, like, basically you would cast this would cost 8 mana to cast both at the same time, which is kind of rough. I guess if you cast it on turn 3 or turn 4 and then you, like, hope it sticks around and then you hope you mill into something good. But I don't know, it feels like this feels like probably not quite strong enough. But let me know if you feel differently. All right. No Japanese card this time around. And we have one more pack to go. We'll see. Honestly, I might be in the spirit, like, might want to keep going. But let's open this one first and see how we're feeling, I think. So let's go into pack number 6 here. And really, like, some crazy pull would be very nice. Like, something super, super crazy. Let's see what we get. The Frog Lizard token. All right, cool. Gonna move through the comments a little bit quicker again. Run Behind. We have Send in the Pest, which, again, crazy artwork. It's just this, like, I don't even know what this is. Like a maggot or something eating stone, which is kind of crazy. Then we have a Tackle Artist, or it's Orc Sorcerer. And we have Dig Site Inventory. Have we pulled this? 1 mana, 1 white, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains vigilance until end of turn. Flashback 1. Which I gotta say, low-key not a bad card. For 1 mana, I could see this being actually pretty decent. Maybe in like a prowess deck or something. So pretty, not bad, not bad. Ooh, okay, we have Blazing Fire Singer. For 3 mana, this creature enters prepared, and then you get to cast Seething Song. 3 mana, you add 5 red mana. So you can kind of cast this on turn 3, and then I guess you can make 2 extra mana on turn 4 if you want. Not a bad card. Flow State in foil, really good hit, because this is a card that I think thanks to Aspiring Spike, who's a streamer who streams Modern mostly, actually has seen a lot of play recently, I think, at least early on now. I don't know if it'll stay that way, but very good cards. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. If there's an instant card and a sorcery card in your graveyard, instead put 2 of them into your hand and the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. So I mean, that's really, if you started milling yourself already, this is actually really good, because then it says 2 mana, draw 2 out of 4, and then like basically scry 2 to the bottom. Really good card. All right, then we got this guy again. Spirit Call Enthusiast. Whenever one or more tokens you control enter, this creature becomes prepared, and then you can cast Scroll Boost. 1 or 2 target creatures each get +2/+2 until end of turn. I like these cards more because you can re-prepare the card itself rather than having to like blink it or prepare it otherwise, so that's kind of cool. Ooh, then we have a lesson. Shared Roots. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Nice art too. I don't know what these 2 guys are up to in that tree here. If the camera shall focus. Come on, camera. Show the not safe for work thing that is happening in this tree. There you go. Look at these 2. Shared Roots. We're not gonna comment on that. Then we have Sleight of Hand again. We pulled that one earlier. We got a Forest, and now let's see if we get some good hits here. Let's see in the rares if we got some good stuff going on. Starting with the Wild Growth Archaic, which I think is the same guy that we pulled earlier here. But the different printing, but this one is foil. Very nice. Then, not a lot of lessons in this set. Yeah, that's true, actually. I think that might be one of the only lessons in general. I'm not sure if they reprinted any others. Because Shared Roots, does that mean they're siblings? They are, yeah, they are sharing the same wood. Yeah. I don't know. We can... If someone wants to write a whole fanfic of what their relationship is, feel free to do so. That is none of my business. We have Brass Infiniscope, which I broke Bagwoods. It's 4 mana, taps for 2 when you next cast a spell with X in its mana cost this turn. You draw a card, gain half X life rounded up, down. So it's like RAM for like an X deck specifically, basically. Then we have the Great Hall of the Biblioplex, which we pulled the foil version, but I'm more than happy to have a second copy of. But let's get something more a little bit better here. All right, is this Swords to Plowshare? I spat on it too. I'm so sorry, card. I think this is something else. このターンあなたのゲームにするとこできず、このターンあなたのじゃないとこのWhat is this card? It looks beautiful. So when you cast a spell, oh, it's Angel's Grace. Oh, it's Angel's Grace. So you can't lose the game this turn. This is fantastic. I didn't know that there is a Japanese version of it. It looks so nice. Angel's Grace. It's basically 1 mana. You can't lose the game, and I think your opponents can't win this game this turn. Really nice. Angel's Grace is great because you can put this in a lot of decks. It's just a great fog, basically. Oh, thank you. Thank you. There it is. Split Second. I actually can't read that kanji. Is it Zattan? It might be. I'm not 100% sure. Split Second here. And then, ooh. All right. We have our last card. Is the Magma Blood Archaic, the red version, foil, and the special treatment. There you go. Again, it has Converge, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn for each color of mana used to spend this spell. I kind of want to actually, it would be very fun to just build an Archaic deck. I think that's kind of what they want you to do, like a 5-color Archaic deck would be pretty fun. Like this does it for creatures, this one does it for instants and sorceries. Oh, well, I guess this one gives +1/+0 until end of turn. Trample Reach. I'm not quite sure if it's like strong enough, but the artwork is absolutely fantastic on these guys. All right, very nice. I think, do we want to crack one more open? How do you guys feel? Should we do one more? So we did half the box now. So I'm kind of still, I'm like hungering for like something spicy, but also I kind of wanted to hold back a little bit and like not blow the full box right away. Are we doing one more? One more? Just one more? Just one more. Just one last one. Run Morphone the Boundless as the commander name. Oh, is it an avatar? I think I have Morphone. Wait, let me sec. Let me see. I think in my colorless cards I do have Morphone somewhere. Are there? I feel like there are not that many avatars. I thought I had him somewhere, but maybe not. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Yeah, Morphone could be cool. 5 colors. Rip them all. I mean, I would be tempted to. Would be pretty nice. Let's do this one, I think. The class will never say no to more packs. I do agree. I feel like we all want more gotcha stuff. All right, let's do one more. See what we get. Raring Embermare. Reach, haste, 4/5. We have our Poisonous Frog guy again, who I think is very cute. Interjection. Cool art. Once again, dude, the comments having this fantastic artwork is just so nice. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains first strike until end of turn. You'll never guess what set is chock full of avatars. Yeah. I don't know. Is it Final Fantasy? Is it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I wonder what set that could possibly be. Well, if I say I want to build an avatar deck, I was like mostly talking about these guys, like an archaic deck, I guess, which isn't a creature type. Follow the Lumerets. Then, we have a Treefolk Druid. I think we drew him before, but I think I didn't notice how creepy this guy looks. Old Growth Educator. Vigilance Reach. And then you get to put, when this creature enters, put 2+1/+1 counters on it if you gained life this turn. We have a Paradox Surveyor. Elf Druid with Reach. When this creature enters, looks at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a land card or a card with X in its mana value cost from among them and put it into your hand. The rest at the bottom of your library. Ooh, we have Snooping Page, which I don't think we... the artwork, again. Very funny. Love it. I don't think we've pulled this one before. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, this creature can't be blocked this turn. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose a life. If you give it double strike, you draw 2 cards. All right, we got another Zombify. We have a lot of Zombifies. I think we pulled the foil one earlier. So more Zombify. Oh, and a Japanese. I think we pulled this one before, which I think was Stock Up. I feel like this one has better printing. Because the last one we pulled, like, the text was kind of blurry, but this one feels... But maybe I'm imagining things. This one looks a little bit cleaner. Yay. We got another mountain. We're very mountain heavy. And let's go. All right. This is what I'm talking about. We got an Emeritus that is not the green one. We got Emeritus of Conflict. Very good hit, I think. It's the Lightning Bolt. Is it a lady? It's Lightning Bolt Lady. Look at her. There you go. Beautiful. In foil. Are you going to get any of these cards graded? I don't think so. I don't think so. I feel like grading stuff is like such a pain in the butt. It would need to be like an absolutely insane. I like how the lightning looks. Yeah, it looks very cool. Like the red lightning, very cool. The merit is actually cracked in mono red. Yeah, I could totally see that. So, I gotta stop spitting on the card. Sorry. First strike. When you cast your 3rd spell each turn, this creature becomes prepared. So, if you have a lot of in mono red, if you have a lot of like cheap, like just removal spells, like you can cast this, a real lightning bolt, and then another, like any other cheap card, and then you can cast another lightning bolt. And every time you cast your 3rd spell a turn, you get to cast a lightning bolt for free, which is pretty nice. Boom. Ooh, I don't know this card. So this is a really nice pull. In foil also, the Emeritus. We got Scriv the Obligator, a Mythic Commander card. It's the owl again. But look how cool he looks. Inkling Bird. Flying Death Touch. Whenever Scriv enters or attacks, create a white aura enchantment token named Contract. Oh, that's the one we pulled earlier. Attached to target creature an opponent controls. The token has enchant creature, and whenever enchanted creature attacks, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. If it attacks an opponent, otherwise its controller loses 2 life. This feels like a very fun commander to build around, and I love that it's like the full art, the borderless art. Oh, the bolt counts as one of the spells. Oh, now that's actually pretty cool. It's non-legendary, so you can have more than one on the board. Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. But the Lawyer Bird is very cool. I love the art. This artwork is like anime as hell. Look at him. That could be a very cool commander to build around. Then we have another Pox Plague. Each player loses half their life, then discards half the cards in their hand, then sacrifices half the permanents they control of their choice, round down each time. We pulled one of those before. And then, ooh, yes, good pull. Good pull. We have a foil culling ritual. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less, and then add black or green for each permanent destroyed this way. This, in fact, a really good card in Commander, obviously, and it makes you a lot of mana, but also just a really good card in in constructed formats like Modern. And I think this in foil is really good. That's pretty good. Then I think is that the last card? The last card is a very unexciting planar engineering. Again, good card, but we've pulled this like 5 times at this point. And we got a worm token and an Eldrazi. Oh, what makes an Eldrazi spawn in this deck? Kind of nice though. I do like it. All right. Okay, I think let's go scan a little bit because I'm kind of curious what we're at here. So I'm gonna put the commons and uncommons over here. I'm gonna scan those at a different time. Card is played in seed. Oh, yeah. I mean, it makes sense that you would play it in CDH especially because you can just wipe the board with all the cheap mana artifacts and everything. Like no more Soul Ring, but I get a mana from it and then cast something big and crazy. It's a great card. So I could see this actually being worth a little bit something. Let's scan these and then see where we stand, right? Let's see. Let's just get a good feeling for where we're at. Is all I'm saying. All right. So let me get my cool scanometer. Actually, I don't know where my phone is. Gonna have to get my phone for a sec. So we're gonna order these again in the classic best ones last, the Japanese ones. Why not one more? Well, let's not get ahead of it. Let's scan first, and then we can, if we're really feeling like it, we can always do an additional one. All right, I'm quickly gonna get my phone, my ketai. So give me one second. I'll be right back in 5 seconds. Doo-doo-doo. I'm back. We're back, baby. Okay. Let's see. I personally don't have a feeling that this was, like, theoretically this should be, because we did a little bit more than half the pack, half the box, so this should be like $250 or something, and I personally would be very surprised if we got there, but I'm happy to be proven wrong, I guess. All right. So planar engineering in foil borderless or extended, $5. Oh, is this a valuable card? I guess it's a good card, but I'm like, we pulled it so much that I'm just like so unenthusiastic about it, but apparently it's not bad. Pox Plague, 60 cents. Let's see how our bird boy goes. All right, he's like $3.30. The Great Hall is 70 cents. This thing is 80 cents. The Archaic in foil. Yeah, it might be. Okay, Archaic is not super crazy. Scavenger, I guess, also wouldn't be super crazy. $1. The Slumbering Trunch is 80 cents. Emeritus, very curious about this one. We have this in foil. Oh, it's the same price in foil. All right, $5. Well, almost $5, $4.50, so pretty nice. We got this Archaic in foil, $1. This Archaic, 80 cents. Coastal Peak, $1. Dreamroot Cascade, $1.80. Rutha is 84 cents. No, poor Rutha. The Loot in foil, $4.40. We haven't done a big dent yet. We're at $27, guys. But hey, let's see. We got the special guest that we pulled, Dual Caster Mage in foil. Oh, okay. So it's a lot more expensive apparently in the US than in Japan right now. So it goes for $24. So that's pretty good. So that pumped us up a little bit. We got the Petrified Hamlet for almost $3. We got the Demagoth for $2.50. All right. I mean, it is a good card. Then we got our Planeswalker, which I didn't even know was in the set. Professor Dallin Fell. What version is... Oh, it's not the... Yeah. This one in foil, $10.80. All right. We got our Bird Boy in foil, $2.70. We got the Life Motif one. Are you good or are you not good? You're not good. Grave Researcher with Reanimate stapled to it in foil, $4.50. We got Riptus Roaster. How much are you? 70 cents. Sky Coach Conductor, 99 cents. We got the Great Hall in foil, barely $1. Then we got our Planar Engineering again in foil. This one is worth less somehow. All right, now we're getting to our Secret Archive card. So Culling Ritual in foil, $2.90. Zombify, 18 cents. Sleight of Hand, 19 cents. Shared Roots, the most horny of the cards we pulled, 30 cents. Preordain in foil, $3.36. Hop to It in foil, 30 cents. Monstrous Rage, 24 cents. Duty Beyond Death, 27 cents, but it's foil, so 30 cents. Disdainful Stroke, 20 cents. Return to the Ranks could be worth something. Nope, not really. We got Disdainful Stroke again. Brain Freeze could be something. $2, okay. Sleight of Hand, but in foil. Ad Nauseum is $14.20. All right, so that was a good pull. Oh, no, what are you reading there? No, stop. Stop. I think you're, no, we already did Ad Nauseum. All right, but I still don't have a super good feeling that we'll hit 200, that we'll make another $250 here. But hey, Zombify in foil, 40 cents. Repel Calamity. And now we got the Japanese cards. We got Stock Up, $5. All right, really good. We got Angel's Grace, Japanese, for $6. I forgot what this one was called. Shamanic Revelation, $1.30. This one, Requisition Rate, 50 cents. We got this boy, 70 cents. And then we got our one Silver Ink, was it? Silver, I keep forgetting what it's called. The Special Treatment one, our Deflecting Palm, which is $25. So yeah, as expected, we're like pretty far away from half the value, even half the value of the box right now, which kind of sad, not gonna lie. So we're gonna add this to our collection. Do we keep going? Oh man. So it's not over yet. We still have 5 packs that we can theoretically get. I'm gonna add this one to our thing here, and then I got like the other pulls we had from the other box in here as well. So we can add this to our Japanese section. And then we can add this one to our other Mystical Archive one. And our other rare cards go here. Silver Scroll, thank you. How do you quantify the amount of enjoyment you get from opening packs and playing a game? That is true. I mean, that's always it. But it feels better. It's even more fun if you feel like, because it's in the end, it's always like the excitement and just the joy you get from opening packs. But obviously you feel a lot better if you actually made some money back. Most boxes don't get there. The early EV numbers on this set were way too inflated. Yeah, I feel like you feel a serialized card incoming. Should we get going? Should we keep going? Should we really keep going? Do one more? All right. Why not? Let's do it. If you feel that serialized emeritus of innovation in there, then we kind of got to keep going, I guess. All right. Let's see what we got. Submit to peer pressure more. All right, no choice. We got to do it then. Now it's getting warm again. Jesus Christ. I think I got to turn up the AC a little bit. So turn it on, but make it slightly warmer. I have it on 70 Fahrenheit right now, which is probably a little bit too cold. No, that's too cold. It's like 21 Celsius right now. All right, let's see what we got here. Moo, the great Moo is willing it indeed. Chase Inspiration, Oracle's Inspiration, Restoration, sorry. Cheerful Osteomancer, Honor-bound Page, Witherbloom Charm, very good. We like the charms, the more the merrier. Divergent Equation, return up to X target instant or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand, exile this card. All right. Pretty cool. It's 16 degrees and you're boiling, but you're also not sitting there in a t-shirt, I assume, knowing you dream. Rapturous Moment. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards, add 2 blue and 3 red, and it costs 7. 6. So you basically costs 1 mana to draw 3, discard 2. That's like nice art too. I guess this is one of those cards that are like very... Ooh, no, there we go. Dying in Canadian Spring. There you go. Yeah, this is a great card to copy indeed. Great card to copy and great for anything that wants you to like cast big spells basically. So that's a nice one. Oh, then we... Ooh, Japanese card. Yes. 1 mana... is it Pick Your Poison? Pick Your Poison, Japanese art. Very nice. I don't think we've pulled this one yet in Japanese. I don't quite know what's going on in the art here. It's like a guy. Oh, it's a guy literally picking his poison. The guy is on the left. There he is. He's picking his poison. Very good card. We have a foil requisition rate. Then we have a forest. And we start off with Molten Core Maestro. It's a Goblin Bard Menace and it has Opus. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast this spell, like this one, add an amount of red equal to this creature's power. Pretty nice. Oh, that's actually a really good card. Okay, so if you put this in like if this was a wizard, it would be like super crazy. Nice. I wonder if it's a misprint. Why? How so? I wish I could finally get to spring. My part of Canada still has snow coming down every other week. Oh, well, to be fair, I'm like a big winter person, but at this point, I'm also fairly happy that it's getting warmer. I do appreciate that. Oh, it just looks weird. Yeah, it does look weird. It's like it has the nice blue. Well, because they're all from the different schools, right? So they have like all 2 types of magic. More Canadians in the chat. We have a Lorehold Archivist, I think is the English word, sorry. Archivist, Lorehold Archivist, Dwarf Artificer, 3 mana from the Commander set with like, ooh. That's some cool statues she's looking at right there. Look at that. Yeah, the Maestro looks like, I feel like the fact that it makes so much mana and you can just do it like, this is like a storm. This is a storm card. Because you make more mana. It's whenever you cast. So you just you just start being mana positive at some point. It's kind of crazy. Ontario and Alberta is, I guess, what ON and AB is, is supposed to mean. So Lorehold Archivist, we haven't pulled this one yet. First strike, at the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 3 or more artifact and or creature cards in your graveyard, this creature becomes prepared, so it needs to stick around a turn. And then you can cast for 4 mana, Restore Relic. Exile target artifact or creature card from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it. Kind of cool. I mean, I feel like this obviously goes into a deck where you already want to put stuff into your graveyard, creatures or artifacts, but kind of nice. Then we have Vicious Rivalry. As an additional cost to cast the spell, pay X life. Destroy all artifacts and creatures with mana value X or less. So this is kind of a little bit, this reminds me of, what's the Toxic Deluge, where you can pay life to give all creatures -X, where it's the amount of life you paid. So it's that, but you can also destroy creatures with mana value and also artifacts. So kind of a cool board wipe, honestly. Then Japanese cards. Ooh, it is this card, which we already pulled in the silver. I can't remember it for the love of me. Silver ink. Silver ink. Special treatment. Culling the Week. Pretty good. And then we have our Owl Boy again. Staring Hope Singer. I don't think this one was too crazy, but we do love ourselves some owls. And look at this cute elemental. No serialized cards, but bred and born in Alberta. Alberta boy. Hell yeah. Do we just, okay, let's, one more, guys, one more? Do we do one more? Just another one? What's the general feeling in the chat right now? Do we keep going? Do we try and salvage this box, which doesn't seem very, very salvageable? All right, let's do it. Yeah, Culling the Week is great, and like this, like pulling it in the special treatment was very nice. All right, oop, nope, nope. No spoilers here, please. All right, gonna move quickly through the comments again. Deluge Virtuoso, Potioner's Trove, Quick Study. All right, Field of Strife, one of the Surveil lands. Well, not a real Surveil land. You can pay for to Surveil, but still. Dissect and Practice, the Sundering Archaic. By the way, there's still the 10 mana, the big 10 mana Archaic, which we still haven't pulled either. I feel like there's a bunch of cards we haven't seen yet, weirdly enough, actually. Like a lot of rares that we still haven't seen. Social Snub. Then we have Stargaze, which I think we pulled before. And we have Return the Favor. Has Spree, 2 red, and then you can pay an additional 1 to copy target instance or sorcery spell, activate ability or triggered ability. You may choose new targets for the copy and or change target of target spell or ability with a single target. That's not bad, I guess. Haven't pulled this one yet. Island. Let's see if there's something good in here. Come on. Some good energy, please, people. We need some good energy. Boom. This guy again, Sky Crouch Conductor. He wasn't super crazy, I remember. Then, we have Neff, the Practical Dean. New card. Merfolk Wizard. Creatures you control with counters on them have trample. That's pretty good. And whenever you cast your first spell with X in its mana cost each turn, put X counters on Neff. That's actually kind of cool. Would be a good commander if he had like more colors than just green, but he would go into any of these like X spell commander decks, obviously. Then we have this guy again. Already pulled him before as well. The Pensive Professor. Increment. And then here, ooh. I thought it was a special treatment for a sec there. It's a Tengu guy. Enju. It's Pongify. Is it Pongify? Pongify? Monkification. Monkification. Yes. You turn a creature into a monkey. Art is absolutely fantastic. Sadly, not the special treatment. Pretty good. And then we got a foil land. We do like these. This land enters trapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. A Deathcap Glade. Very nice art. Full art. And that was it. Then we have like an art here. Jesus Christ. So still no super crazy pulls, I think. I think at this point, we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep cracking these. Pongify indeed, it is. Now I'm kind of like, now my that part of my brain has been activated, where I feel like I need a hit. I need something good to happen. Glorious Decay, Honor-Bound Page, Cost of Brilliance. Grapple with Death. Then we have Mika. I think we pulled her 2 or 3 times too. Who's actually like not an uninteresting commander potentially. Look at that art of Pongify. So good. He got turned into a monkey. Jump. We got Encouraging Aviator. Flying. Whenever this creature attacks, it becomes prepared. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Kind of cool. Connor. Pongify, Connor, question mark. I should send him this card. As a plushie, of course. Essence Knit Scholar. Dryad Warlock, kind of cool. Then we have Knockout Maneuver. I think we pulled that a bunch of times already. Nice art, though. We have a foil Pick Your Poison. We have so many Pick Your Poisons now. Come on, and we need some good. Let me put this here. We need some good action for the rares this time. Starting with Joint Researchers, Monkey, Human Cleric Wizard. There is something going on with these two ladies as well. Interesting. Art is very nice. Love the foiling in the text. I'm not. Yeah, can you see it? Like, very nice. Yeah. They're definitely doing joint. So first strike at the beginning of each end step. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you, this creature becomes prepared. And if it's prepared, you can cast Secret Rendezvous. You and target opponent each draw 3 cards. So they're having a Secret Rendezvous. Nice card. Hibby's like, Then we have, a Fox Advisor from Kamigawa, my favorite plane from the Japanese plane. A Ganjo Dynastorian. It's a Fox Advisor with Vigilance. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, this creature becomes prepared. And you can cast Replenish. Return all enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Very nice. Very cool card. Actually, pretty, like, Replenish is like a very expensive card, so kind of cool that they printed this on this here. I could see this actually being pretty good. Then, we have a Witherbloom. We pulled it before, but not in the full art, which is very cool. Affinity for creatures, Flying Death Touch, instant sorceries have affinity for creatures. Not foil, but beautiful art of Witherbloom the Dragon. Very nice. And they were roommates? Ooh, Jesus. We got Berserk. Another 2 mythics. All right, very nice. Berserk. Cast a spell only before the combat damage step. Target creature gains trample and +X/+O until end of turn, where X is its power. At the beginning of the next end step, destroy that creature if it attacked this turn. Very cool. I didn't even know this was a card. Like, interesting art here, but very cool. And a mythic. And then we have, I don't think we pulled this one either. Oh, another mythic. 3 mythics. All right. I don't know if they're like worth a ton, but 3 mythics is very nice. We got Withering Curse. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. If you gained life this turn, destroy all creatures instead. So a pretty cool board wipe. Yeah, I think this can go crazy. One of my buddies, he builds decks that only have borderless art, like only the full art. And yeah, this is a very nice card. Love this. If this was foil, it would be even nicer, but it's very cool. So we only have 2. We only have 2 packs left, and we kind of need like a big pull here. So in the first box, we pulled 4 of the special treatments. I think didn't Hammer say last time that usually there's only like 2 to 3 of these in a box, but I hope we pull at least 1 more. Too much ice. The last one was a really good pack. Okay. I think this is, yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good pack, actually, now that you're saying. Yeah, we have Secret Run. Ooh, I keep dripping on stuff. It's going to be a worse pack if there's a lot of water on it. I love the Eiganjo Foxes. Like playing with like auras and enchantments is very cool. So like a Fox aura enchantment deck is pretty cool. That's one way to flex your magic cards. Yes, that is expensive. I think he does it usually non-foil. Foil gets even crazier. The only thing is that it does limit a little bit what you can actually do. Because obviously not every card has been printed in borderless. Big hit incoming. Yes, more, please, more thoughts and prayers towards these packs, please, guys. Let's see what we get. All right, starting off with Masterful Flourish. Pursue the Past. Textbook Tabulator. Ooh, then we have the white, again, Art of the Lands. Just beautiful. Forum of Amity. Brush Off. This spell costs 1 blue and a colorless less to cast if it targets an instant or sorcery spell. Counter target spell. So not a bad counter spell. We got Startled Relic Sloth. It's a sloth beast. Trample lifelink. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. I don't think we've seen this guy before. Look at the sloth. Pretty cool. Dude, Sloth Commander deck? That'd be sick. We've got an Arcane Omens. 5 black mana. These are the Archaics. Converge. Target player discards X cards, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast a spell. So if you cast it for five different, for each color, it basically says target player discards 5 cards. Pretty cool. Prayers to Nika for sure. For sure. Yeah, not super close, but ooh, all right. Oh, yes. So, sadly, not another one of the really nice one, but hey, Spell Pierce. We love it. And the nice anime art. It's so nice. Beautiful. Look at that lady. We had Burst Lightning in foil. Deals 2 damage to any target. If the spell was kicked, it deals 4 instead. A classic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why I put this one here. The Withering Curse. Please go over here to the other rares. Let's see what we get. Second to last pack. Starting. Ooh, nice. With a foil Storm Carved Coast. This land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. Very, again, land art goes so hard. Jesus Christ, that's beautiful. Love it. Then, ooh, another land. Turbulent Springs, and it's the same color combination. Love that. It's Turbulent Springs, Island Mountain. This land enters tapped unless your opponents control 8 or more lands. Yeah, the Spell Pierce is insane. Oh, the flow states? Yeah, I think we pulled 1 flow state. I haven't scanned it yet, but we got a foil flow state, which I know goes for a lot right now. Turbulent Springs. Then we got a Post-Mortem Professor. I don't remember if we ever pulled him before. This creature can't block. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses a life, you gain a life, and you can pay 2, exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Doesn't feel super crazy, but hey. I mean, why is this a rare? Sorry, I think my Discord is beeping very loudly. Lands are very important, especially if you want to run like a lot of different colors. Dream, you need like the right lands that like usually, in the best case, tap for 2 or even more colors, so you can like cast all your spells. If you don't have the right colors, you can't cast your spells, which is pretty bad. You can only play 1 land a turn. Usually, there are obviously like some cards that allow you to cast or play more lands, but yeah. Wave rare. Sorry, your purple is hard to read. Thanks. I think first time commenter. I pulled a $200 value graded card, Kuribo, from a $21 Walmart. Nice. So happy today, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's so nice. From 2002 Kuribo. That's like a blast from the past. Yu-Gi-Oh. Jesus, I got it. Honestly, I still have like some cards lying back home somewhere in Germany. Oh, and you can bring it back at instant speed? Okay. But the Kuribo is a crazy pull. All right, let's see if we got anything good still. Starting with a Daze. That's actually a good card. That's a legacy card. Oh, that's a nice card. You may return an island you control rather than pay the spell's mana cost, counter target spell, unless its controller pays 1. Not sure if this is a great card for Commander, but it's definitely a great card for like Legacy, I think, where this is legal. Boom! Is this the last one? Yes. Mind to Matter. Draw X cards, then you may put a permanent card with mana value X or less from your hand into the battlefield. Yeah, I mean, the Spell Pierce is probably actually a pretty good hit. Because I remember the foil one is like $50 almost, so this one is probably like 10 at least. But nothing super crazy. All right, this is the final pack of Strixhaven collector boosters that we have. Actually, there's a bunch of cards we just haven't pulled that I would have expected that we pull. Again, like the Swords of Plowshare one. No Emeritus with the Ancestral Recall to it. So let's hope that this last one gives us some good stuff. All right, here we go. Spellbook Seeker. We got another Terramorphic Expanse, Glorious Decay, Elite Interceptor. Ooh. Moving into the uncommons, legendary creature, human cleric. It's Innis Debate Moderator. When she enters, exile up to one other target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. So you blink something, and at the beginning of your next end step, if one or more cards were put into exile this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. All right. We got Lumaret's Favor. We got Proctor's Gaze. And it's not Shieldred's Edict, is it? Target a creature an opponent controls, destroy it, and you lose life equal to its mana value. Oh, I didn't say my prayers. It's not Japanese, I think. This is it's the regular English one, but still a nice one. This is very cool. Taigun Inokushi. I'm not sure exactly what this is in English, but the art is pretty badass. Very nice art. All right, prayers to Emu and Nika for like a crazy card here before we get into the rares. But this is a nice one. Dude, this was like instant karma. Yo! Wow. Jesus. Prayers. Feed the Swarm. Thank you. Prayers worked instantly. This is like wow. And it's like, it's 2 black cards. So I think it's probably the prayers to Emu. Look at this. I think this is Consult the Star. Didn't we pull this earlier? Stargaze. Stargaze is what it is. Look at this. This looks sick. It's one of those like yokai with the big skeleton. Oh. This is amazing. I don't think this is probably like one of the most expensive hits, but it's like dude, this is like one of the most beautiful cards I've ever seen. Like with the dark art on it, and then like the way it foils. Jesus, that's nice. Oh, it's Torment. Okay, dude, this is a nice hit. Woo! Prayers worked instantly. This is... What a nice pull. This looks like so beautiful. Woo! I thought it was Consult a Star, but I think it's Stargaze. I think it's the same one that we pulled here. Yeah. Torment. The old one too. Enchanted creature. Is it on? No, I don't think it's Torment. Taigun. I think it is Feed the Swarm. I think it might be Feed the Swarm, I think is what it is. If you want to put it in. Yes. I think that's the one. Dude, this is beautiful. This looks so nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna put it here because I don't want to mix it up. We still gotta scan it. All right, going to the rares. I already saw the owl, but one more prayer to Emu, both Emu and Nika. But that card looks beautiful. Jeez. All right, owl, Steering Hope Singer. We pulled this so much. Didn't we pull this earlier? Somewhere. I feel like we already pulled this today. Boom. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Naktamoon Lore Spinner. It's a Jakal wizard. At the beginning of your upkeep, if a player has one or fewer cards in hand, this creature becomes prepared, and you can cast Wheel of Fortune, which is a very expensive card. Each player discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. This is a really cool one. This is actually a really cool card. Nice. Then, we have this guy again, who's not that great. Come on. Come on, magic gods. Give us something. Another Berserk, but this time foil. Is there something else still in here? Ugh. Last card, Suspend Aggression. Exile target permanent and the top card of your library. For each of those cards, its owner may play it until the end of next turn. That was like not super crazy. Okay, but I mean, this one was a very nice pull. I do have a very hard feeling that this box didn't make its money back as the last one did, but we will check either way. Do we remember what we were at earlier money wise? I actually don't remember. If someone does have it roughly in mind, that'd be super helpful. I should have written it down. Ooh. Another cracked mono red card. This one I could see also being a little bit worth a few pennies or something. Yeah, it wasn't 200. Yeah, I think it was like 150, I think. Oh, thank you. Can you go back and check, Dream? Appreciate it. While I set up my cool scanning device here. I think it was like 150 or something around that. Let me put the Japanese art down again. All right, we're gonna start with the foil Berserk. $8.50. All right, that's pretty nice. Days. $1. Burst Lightning in foil, 30 cents. Regular Berserk, $6. Pick Your Poison, 40 cents. Knockout Maneuver, I think, wasn't crazy. Return the Favor in foil, 80 cents. Regular Stargaze, 19 cents. So I assume if regular Stargaze is not super great, then like I don't think our special treatment is going to be super crazy, but we'll see. Requisition Raid, foil. Suspend Aggression. This version in foil, 70 cents. Our Vastland Scavenger, 80 cents. Nope. I wish that was that card, but it's not. The Lore Spinner, I'm curious. It's this one. $6.40. Yeah, I thought this one must be worth something. Wait, let me pull this up. I guess you guys can can't properly read the price. 144. Okay, thank you. Well, we didn't make a lot of progress there yet. Then we have the Steering Hope Singer. Foil, not that much. Mind into Matter. Foil, 140. We got this guy, our Plague Boy, 50 cents. Turbulent Springs. Come on. $10 almost. Wow, okay, that's a good pull. Storm Carved Coast in foil, 188. We have Withering Curse. No idea about this one. $5, $7.70 in foil. Witherbloom, borderless, I could feel being worth something. $30. All right. I think that might be the best pull best hit we had today. Very nice. Kind of makes me want to build around him. Then we got our Fox Boy, who's $8. The Joint Researchers. Oh, no, different version. We have this one, which is 26 cents in foil, 35. So not super crazy. Foil land, I would expect to do pretty well. $5. We got the Pensive Professor. $2. Neff, I could see being good because of my counter deck. 70 cents. Ooh, Jesus. Sky Coach Conductor in foil, not that crazy. Another Steering Hope Singer. $2.40. Vicious Rivalry, good card. $1.40. Lorehold Archivist. Read it. 74 cents. The Molten Core Maestro I could see being worth something. Foil, $1. Let's put this one last. Let's start here. Feed the Swarm, $16.29. Pretty good. That's a great, for an uncommon, that's really good. So what do we add? 115. We have Spell Pierce. Oh, what are you doing? $3.40. Okay, so the foil one worth a lot more. Pongify. $4.70. Culling the Week. $13.60. Pretty good. This was Pick Your Poison. 67 cents. And then the last card. We're not even close, people, I think. But let's see if this one is worth like $10 or something. 15. Stargaze, $15. So we have one. So it's not, well, roughly $300. So we're like $100, some like $120 short of breaking even. But still some good pulls, just not quite as crazy as the first one. Oh, John Fleischer. Yo, I made a live stream. Let's go. I found this channel randomly and have watched everything twice now. Oh, what? Really? I appreciate it. Thanks so much for joining. We just finished cracking open the second collector booster box of Strixhaven. These are our special treatment foils that we pulled. So let's actually lay out what we got here. So these are our nicest cards. I think this is our best pull. This is like $200. Fantastically beautiful. I'm happy to show this again just because we pulled this last week. Beautiful card. So these are the special treatment foils. Allow Music is now following. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Very cool. Love to see it. All right, so these are the special treatment ones we got. Actually, let me... just so you guys can actually properly see them. So, Jesus, I only don't remember this one. So we have Culling the Week special treatment. We have... this is Locust Spray, Spell Pierce, which looks beautiful as well. I want to say Call of the Wild. What is the English? Forest. Awaken the Forest. Arise of the Forest. Something like that. Yeah, it's... Awaken the Forest. Something like that. That's like the big hit. Then we have Awaken the Woods. Thank you very much. And thanks for the follow, Allow Music. Appreciate it. Yes, Awaken the Woods is the one I'm thinking of. That's the biggest hit we had in these. I think the second biggest was either Culling the Week or the Spell Piece here. And today we pulled a very nice. This is Jesus Christ, Deflecting Palm and Stargaze. And then for the regular one, John says, I do really want master set of the Japanese art cards to decorate my living room. Dude, it would be... Let's see how many we actually got. So I'm going to lay them out, what we pulled. To be fair, there weren't like a ton for the fact that we did like 2 collector boxes. Which, you know, not the cheapest thing. Did I add it actually to my collection already? Yes, I did. But we still got a few, and I think we didn't get too many duplicates either, which is like very nice to see. So let's do the other Japanese ones that we got. So Pick Your Poison, very nice. Another Culling the Week. I don't even know how to lay these out. I'm gonna lay these out like this, but it's not gonna be enough space, I think. Pongify was very cool. Another Spell Pierce. Feed the Swarm, that was a really good pull. I don't remember which one. This was, we said, was it Buff Up or was it, not Buff Up? Was it Buff Up? Something like that. We had Requisition Raid, I think is what this is. This was the green spell. We have Angel's Grace. Very happy we pulled a Japanese version here. Bring it out and go with full master set of the Silver Scrolls. Yeah, and bulk up, thank you. Yeah, just casually get all the Silver Scrolls. Honestly, very sad. Obviously, we didn't get a single Force of Will. I kind of would have really wanted to pull one of those, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. We have Stock Up. This one was Helping Hand, I think. This one was the one that creates a royal token. Don't remember which one this was, but it destroys, very cool art, and it destroys target creature with power 4 or greater. We have a Zombify, another Deflecting Palm. I think this was Pyretic Ritual, another stock up, then we got double. This was the investigating one that makes a clue. Sweetie. Sweetie is like, ooh. Is it just investigate? I'm not 100% sure. Shield Rat's Edict. Really not. Dude, that last box was really good. And then we got a Preordain. So this was, where do I put this? Here. So that was like, for 2 boxes, really good. Only that most of the good hits, let me put the, so you guys can see it. There we go. Only that most of the good hits came from that first box. So that's the only thing. We're doing the Warbark Blingback 8. Dude, there's the, what is the one from the last Strixhaven? The Codex one? What is that called? There's like the one card you can have as a commander where you're not allowed to run. Is it this one here? Let me link it. Let me link it in my cool new bot that I coded for Twitch. This one here. So you could theoretically use all the Strixhaven cards to build around Cody. Is it Vociferous Codex? I want to say is how you pronounce that. And then you have 5 colors and can run all these cards theoretically and cast one for free every time. But yeah. So yeah, not a bad, like the second was a little bit disappointing, the second box. The first one was really good. Let me also show you guys the I actually don't know how many unique Japanese arts we pulled. I gotta sleeve all of these later on also. Doo-doo. But I think there must be probably a lot that we just didn't hit. Trying to think, like Force of Will is the biggest one. I'm trying to think what we didn't hit, but there must be like some others that we definitely didn't get either. I also wanted to show the other, of course, the other. Dude, these are so nice. 6, I think. 6 for 2 boxes is like the average, I think. Vociferous. Oh, Vociferous, is that it? Vociferous. Oh, Vampiric Tutor. Yes, didn't pull a Vampiric Tutor, sadly. So that's kind of sad. Oh, also I saw the Jam Cam TTV has followed as well. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Jessica's Will I did hit. I sadly didn't hit a Japanese version, but I did actually pull one in my pre-release, which was nice. I put that one in like a commander deck already. But yeah, that was like a one I just hit from like a regular booster pack. All right, let's look at these are the other rares we got. Gotta be careful because some of these are actually, I think Witherbloom was like very expensive. This was like a $30 card. Just want to be careful because none of these are sleeved yet. Oh, the Jessica's Will, yeah, that's such a great pull, obviously. Just really nice. So yeah, we got like some really nice stuff going on here too. I don't know if there's like anything. This is a Mythic, Berserk. Days was a nice pull. Oh, like the cool thing about these is that a lot of these just go into random commander decks or just like other decks. Crop Rotation was a nice pull. Also, again, the first box was just so much better. Oh, the Deuce is the one I meant earlier. Dismember was very nice. We got another nice Spell Pierce. The Shield Rat's Edict here was very cool. Royal Treatment. 2 Abrades. I think we pulled Sleight of Hand also a bunch of times. I think like 3 times or something. Got another Preordain, Sleight of Hand. Yeah, we got that 3 times. And also Knockout Maneuver, we got like 3 times as well. Akroma's Will, also from the first box. Dude, that first box was really good in retrospective. Disdainful Stroke. We have Stock Up, another Repel Calamity. A bunch of Zombifies Ad Nauseam. I think we also pulled a Foil Ad Nauseam from the first box. Again, first box, very cracked in retrospect. We got a Brain Freeze. More Disdainful Strokes, which we also pulled a bunch. Return to the Ranks, Duty Beyond Death, Monstrous Rage, a banned card. Hop to It, another Preordain, Sexy card, Shared Roots, more Zombify. Culling Ritual was a very good pull in foil. another Duty Beyond Death, 2 Angel Grace, though I will say the Japanese one is even nicer, but now I have 3. I had like 0 before, and now I have 3. So that's almost a playset. Another Stargaze, though obviously the special treatment one is super nice. Another Requisition Raid, and a Pyretic Ritual. So pretty, like, these are fantastic cards. Would it have been cheaper? I think for the second box, it would have been cheaper to just buy the singles. But at the same time, I think it's really nice just having a bunch of these and, like, now building a deck around them. So that's really fun. And obviously just the fun of like, you know, like, opening these up. Again, I can't, like, the difference between the first box and the second one is actually, like, huge. It's, like, actually insane. And I've also been, like, really tempted. Like, Witherbloom seems like such a crazy good commander, honestly. Though, yeah, like, the thing is, like, he kind of builds himself, so I don't know how much skill there is required to actually build around him. But yeah, pretty good. Happy that, if you say some huge pulls, I'm, like, very happy too. Again, most of them last time, I think. This time was a little bit weaker, but still very fun opening them up. I think last box we were like $100 or something, or $150 in the plus. This time like $120 in the minus. So I think overall we kind of came out like probably roughly broke even across both boxes, which is pretty good, especially since prices have been going down a little bit, I think. John says, standard or commander, which way do you prefer to play? And do you think we can get to play a couple of games or arena or even webcam with some other One Piece YouTubers? I don't know if there's One Piece YouTubers who play Magic, but potentially. I think it would also just be a lot of fun collabing with potentially some Magic creators at some point if that becomes viable. I mean, the channel is still pretty small right now, but that'd be nice. And if there, I don't know if there are any like One Piece creators I know that play Magic, but I can ask around. I'm gonna see Tekking soon, so that could be. I don't know if he plays Magic. I feel like he would be more into Yu-Gi-Oh or something. It's like something in the back of my brain. I feel like I associate Tekking with Yu-Gi-Oh. But I do want to do more gameplay for sure. I actually personally, outside of Commander, I play mostly Modern. I play Hammer Time. I've been playing that for like 3 years. I have like a very expensive version of that deck, so I'm not gonna play anything else anytime soon because I've built that over like 3 or 4 years. But yeah, are you going to the US soon, or is he visiting? I think he is coming here. I hope that's not a secret. But keep, like, I don't know. I don't think it should be, but in case it is, just he's coming here. I'm gonna hang out and hopefully gonna do some content together as well if we have the chance. Awesome. Otherwise, yeah. Any like, I'm happy to stick around for a couple of questions or anything. Otherwise, I would slowly start wrapping up the stream. I think there is Golden Week next week in Japan, so theoretically there shouldn't be a chapter for One Piece this week. But you never know when the spoilers are randomly dropping. And otherwise, yeah, working on some very cool Magic videos in the background as well. So a lot of stuff to come. And some cool videos as well. Again, very happy that Quintorius Khan did as well. And also, I'm always happy to have some feedback on the streams. Mic too loud or too quiet, music too loud or too quiet. I've been trying to, like, every stream upgrade the quality a little bit. Though, I guess between last stream and this stream, it's mostly been adding our cool card chatbot, which is only available on Twitch. But if you want to ever pull up a card on Twitch, you can just type !card, and it'll show the card. How long have you been playing Magic for? I got into Magic in 2022, so fairly recently. And then when I did get into it, actually Connor got me into Magic and Datus, and I just absolutely was consumed by the game. I've been absolutely obsessed for like 3.5 years now. Basically playing this game, spending way too much money on it, and it's been very much fun creating content for it too. Non-fandom question: when you don't know how to read a kanji, do you ask your partner how you read them, or do you research it on your own? I think usually, so at this point, because I do just read Japanese books also, so I don't know, I feel like if there's like a kanji I actually can't read, doesn't happen that often. If there were, I would probably skip it and just like get it from context maybe. But if they're like like for example, if I'm doing, because I'm still learning vocabulary on a regular basis, so in that case I would just actually like learn the word. If I don't know the word, like I'm gonna add it as like a flashcard, and then like have to learn how to read it and also the meaning behind it. I think that's the easiest way. Like personally, the way I really recommend, if you're interested in learning Japanese, I really recommend an app called Wanikani, which teaches you both kanji and like vocabulary, which is pretty cool. And so there you actually learn individual kanji, like I think it's like a little bit over 2,100 or 2,200 of the most commonly used kanji in Japanese. Everything else, honestly, like all the other kanji are like ones that you use maybe in like one or two words, or like very occasionally, or just in one case. So it's usually fine if you just recognize the word itself and you don't know the kanji specifically. But yeah, I think just doing a little bit every day for Japanese is like the key, honestly. It can get a little bit grindy, but once you get to the point where you know 1,000 kanji, or like even the 2,000 kanji, and you can start reading, like it gets a lot easier acquiring new stuff. And again, like once you have the basics down, which took me probably like 2 or 3 years to grind through. Once you have that down, like anything that's like new is very punctual and just individual words. Allo Music says, awesome, started in 2013-14. So welcome to the club. Thank you very much. That's crazy. So what was the set that came out when you got into Magic? I'm very curious. Is that your favorite in-universe set and favorite University Beyond? That's a good question. I think my favorite Universe Beyond was absolutely Lord of the Rings, and I am very scared of The Hobbit because I'm going to go absolutely nuts and balls on that set. We're going to open a bunch, I think, of Hobbit products. If I can get my hands on it. It's so hard to even get, like even these, I actually ordered 3 collector boxes and they just like send 2 and we're like, yeah, the last one we can send over. Like that's like, dude, on Amazon, it's really bad. They just pre-sell the boxes for like a good price and then sometimes they just don't deliver it. Pretty crazy, honestly. But yeah, The Hobbit, I'm like super, super crazy excited for. And that was also my first original, like most favorite Universes Beyond. I think Universes Within, there's so many cool planes that I really love. I think Strixhaven is fun. I think my favorite plane overall would be Kamigawa or Theros, I think. Kamigawa, I love the Japanese aesthetic. I love the Wanderer. It's like one of the first cards that I really, really wanted. I never got it. Like there's like the really nice Japanese limited version of it. I think, I don't know if I pull it up because again, I haven't fine-tuned my bot to do like art pulls, but the Wandering Emperor, I don't think it's gonna pull up the nice Japanese art, is it? No. But still, even that art is like so nice. So Kamigawa was really cool. I know that Kamigawa is a bit controversial, but I love both. Like Neon Dynasty, I personally think is sick. I know some people don't like it and they prefer like the old Japanese style, old Kamigawa. I love both. I think they're all super cool, very unique mechanics. The Japanese aesthetics around them is fantastic. So yeah, Ace, good morning. Happy that you're joining. Do you still play regularly with other Geeks members? Not regularly, I would say. I think out of my creator friends, Pete is probably the person who's like the craziest into Magic, but he doesn't play a lot. He like watches just a lot of Magic content, I think. So I'm trying to get him to like play a little bit more consistently too. But there's like I've definitely had like I've hosted like little like for Final Fantasy, like a bunch of the guys came over and we were just like drafting Final Fantasy privately, which was really fun. It would be very nice, obviously. I think my goal, I think I mentioned this before, for Monocrypt, for the Magic channel, would be to at some point have it be big enough that it actually, like right now it loses money because it's not super big. But the goal would be for it not only to pay for itself, but maybe even make a little bit of money. So I can invest in like a little setup and cameras for like some Commander gameplay, maybe once a month or something. That would be super, super fun. I would love to do like some actual like, studio set or something. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is probably my favorite set. It's so nice. I love it so much. It's just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Maybe if I can get my hands, but I feel like they would probably be very expensive now, the collector boosters. I don't know. I gotta look if I can get a box of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. That would be so fun to open. That would be my dream. I never, like, cause it came, I think it came out slightly before. Was it like 2021 when it came out? Either like roughly around the time that I started or shortly before. And I think I opened like maybe like a few like regular play boosters or draft boosters as they were called back then. But I never got to open like a collector's booster for Kamigawa. There's like so many cool cards in that set. The land cycles are like obviously I think some of the best cards you can get, like Beseiju and stuff, but just such cool art and cool cards and unique like mechanics in that set. It would be cool to see a Magic game, considering I've never seen it. Yeah, I mean, I think now that we have burned through these 2 collector boxes, I think the next stream might just be me, honestly, doing a little bit of gameplay. Either that or doing like a One Piece stream. Though I feel like, honestly, it was 2022, so maybe it came out right when I got into it. But I never bought a collector booster, I think, for it. So yeah, I don't know, it's been like very nice. I think the Magic streams are very chill, getting back into streaming, and then at some point I do want to do some One Piece content, and maybe even like, I don't know, it could be fun to do like some Magic One Piece crossover content, building like a One Piece themed deck or something like that. But yeah, I don't know, I'm like also happy to hear what you guys would be interested in seeing. Either way, pretty cool. Oh, the set that came out in 2013 was Avacyn. Nice, the core sets. That's like super sick. I wish I would have been around to see that type of stuff. That's super fun. All right, guys. I think since I'm still a little bit sleep deprived after watching Champions League soccer this morning, I'm going to take a quick nap now. And I still have to prep some stuff. I still got to record next week's Magic video. Though I might push that to tomorrow potentially. But yeah, stuff to do. Really appreciate you guys hopping in and joining me for the unboxing of this. Was really fun to hang out, and I'll hopefully see you again in the next stream. I appreciate you guys dropping by. Have a good day or a good afternoon or a good night, especially the US people. It's probably pretty late for you guys. So yeah.